Welcome to Cartoons and Stories '01, where exciting adventures and fun cartoons come to life. Get ready for a world of imagination.
Welcome to a magical island hidden far away in the ocean. Here lives a friendly giant named Kong. Kong loves his island home and takes care of all the animals living there. Every morning, Kong wakes up early to help his friends. He picks juicy fruits for the birds and fresh fish for the seals. Kong is incredibly strong. He can lift huge rocks and move trees with ease, making sure the island is safe and beautiful. But there's a secret on this island. A magical crystal hidden deep within a cave gives Kong his strength and keeps the island healthy. The crystal's power is what makes the island so lush and green. It also helps Kong communicate with animals. Kong has many friends on the island, like Sammy the squirrel and Lola the dolphin. They all work together to keep the island happy. One day, a strange boat appeared on the horizon. Kong wondered who could be visiting his island. As the boat landed, Kong saw a group of curious explorers. They seemed friendly, but Kong was cautious. The explorers told Kong they were on a mission to discover new lands and learn about different creatures. Kong decided to show them around the island. He introduced them to his friends and shared the island's delicious fruits. The explorers were amazed by the island's beauty and Kong's kindness. They promised to help protect the island, but little did Kong know, one of the explorers had a secret plan. He wanted to find the magical crystal for himself. While Kong was busy showing the others around, the sneaky explorer snuck away to search for the crystal. Kong felt something was wrong. He used his special connection to the animals to find out what was happening. Sammy the squirrel, Lola the dolphin warned Kong about the sneaky explorer. They told him where he was heading. Kong rushed to the cave to stop the explorer. He had to protect the crystal and his island. When Kong reached the cave, he found the explorer trying to take the crystal. Kong gently but firmly told him to leave it alone. The explorer realized how wrong he was. He understood that the crystal's power was meant for the island, not for personal gain. The explorer apologized and promised to help protect the island and its secrets. Kong forgave the explorer and welcomed him as a true friend. Together, they made a plan to keep the island safe. The island celebrated the newfound friendship and unity. Kong and his friends danced under the stars. The magical crystal glowed brighter than ever. Happy that its home was safe and loved, Kong learned that even when faced with challenges, kindness and forgiveness can lead to wonderful friendships. After many days of adventure, the explorers prepared to leave. They thanked Kong for the unforgettable experience. As a goodbye gift, Kong gave each explorer a small plant from the island. It would remind them of their promise to protect the island's secrets. The explorers promised to spread the word about the magical island and its guardian, Kong. Kong reflected on the adventure. He realized that sharing his island with others could bring joy and new friendships. With the crystal safe and new friends made, Kong looked forward to a bright future for his island home. Kong returned to his daily routine, but now with a sense of pride knowing he had protected his home. The animals thanked Kong for saving the crystal. They celebrated with a big feast under the trees. Kong felt happy knowing his friends were safe and the island was thriving. As the sun rose on a new day, Kong stood tall, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. The island was once again filled with harmony and peace. Kong's kindness had brought everyone together. Kong understood that true strength comes not just from power, but from friendship and unity. The magical crystal held a secret. It would only thrive if the island was filled with love and kindness. Kong felt proud of his role as the island's guardian. He vowed to always protect it. The island's magic was not just the crystal, but the love and care that Kong and his friends shared. Months later, the explorers returned to visit Kong. They brought stories of how they had helped protect other lands. Kong and the explorers shared stories of their adventures. They laughed and learned from each other. Kong felt proud to see his friend spreading kindness and protection across the world. The island continued to flourish. More animals came to live there, drawn by its beauty and harmony. Kong became known as a wise leader, not just on his island, but among other lands as well. The magical crystal blessed Kong with the ability to communicate with creatures from far and wide. Kong's friendships extended beyond his island. He helped animals in need all over the world. Kong's legacy was one of kindness, strength, and the power of friendship. Future generations of animals on the island would tell stories of Kong's bravery and heart. The magical crystal remained strong, a symbol of the island's magic and Kong's unwavering spirit. Kong smiled, knowing that his island and its secrets were safe, thanks to the friendships he had made. The island sang a happy song, its creatures celebrating the joy and peace that filled their home. Kong's heart was full of love for his island and all its inhabitants. He knew he would always be there to protect them.